Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 on the road again, so to speak. And I'm moving. This is moving day. Why? Because I just wanted to. I went to Capitan and I got my mail, and I thought, well, let's hit the road, boy. So this road right here I'm on goes to the Three Rivers Petroglyph site between Tularosa, New Mexico, and Carrizozo. It's north of Tularosa, New Mexico, about, I'm going to say 15 miles. It's certainly not a very busy campground because it's a Bureau of Land Management campground. They have two sites, I think, that have water and electric, and then they have some tent sites and some places you could probably stay overnight in an RV, dry camping. The fees are what, I think for water and electric is $7 a night, or not. Well, senior, I'm a senior, so I get 50% off. It's going to cost me around $7 a night, I think. But I don't plan to be here but a couple of nights. But straight ahead to the beautiful mountains, and since it's not a very busy campground, I kind of like that. And the weather's nice. It's 68 degrees right now in this area, and it's 12 noon Mountain Standard Time. They had a little rain here. Not well. When they say rain out here in the desert, that's 1/100th of an inch. But it does have a really fresh desert smell. But you know, this is one of the pleasures of this lifestyle for me. Now, for others, you may not enjoy it at all. But for me, you know, I went back up to Valley of Fires near Carrizozo and spent 4 or 5 days. And now I'm doing something else, and then I went boondocking out on the other side of Capitan, New Mexico, up in the elevations about 6,800 feet. So you know, it's just it's like adding ingredients. You know what I mean? It's just everything is a new adventure. Look at the view here. I mean, you got the beautiful mountains in the background. I don't know what mountains those are. I'm sure somebody does. I probably heard the name 700 times, but it doesn't matter. They are mountains. That's all you need to know. This first campground we're going to start, that I'm going to stay at, is at the Petroglyph site itself. There is another campground further back in there that's run by the BLM. There are no hookups there. I mean, there's no like water or electric. And the road going in there is not great. You can get there in a car, okay? You just have to drive slow, or you can get there pulling about anything in there. You just have to go slow. Of course, this is called the Three Rivers Petroglyph site. And there used to be a convergence of three rivers here. There is one little stream that still exists, but as most of us know, hundreds of years ago, the water supply and the game determined where humans or humanity was going to congregate. And the original people in this country, that's the way they congregated. That's where they formed their little communities, and we've changed that somewhat with all of our technology. But back then, no technology at all, and water and game was where you had to be. And when the game was gone or the water was gone, you were gone. But this road, when you turn off Highway 54, we turn to the, I want to say, east, and you go about 4.5 miles, and then we'll turn left into the park. It's just right off the road, about 20 or 30 yards. That's where the campground starts. But I like it out here. I mean, I love this place. Places like this, you got a great view. There is some vegetation here, not much. Most of it's mesquite and thorny stuff. But, you know, different strokes for different folks, I guess. Like I've said 50 times. This is a me thing. We'll get to the campground in a minute. I'll run the video till we get to the campground, and I'll show you what it looks like. Because a lot of you guys always asking, well, that you want to see the campsite. So you will see it. I thought that in the road was a snake, but it's not. I've walked all over out there. I mean, out on the right-hand side there, and both sides of this road, just for morning walks. I walk way down to the right, which would be south, to that. I found that stream, one of the quote rivers. It's all. It's a stream now. I know I'm driving down the middle of the road. Why? Because it's smoother here, and there's no traffic on this road anyway. There's not a car in sight either direction. My kind of road. Now, when I got my mail, I was headed back to Valley of Fires in near Carrizozo, and I thought, let's move. And then I thought, well, where do you want to go? Well, I could have gone boondocking up in Capitan or east of Capitan, or I could have gone up to Manzano Mountains, or I could have gone back to Oliver Lee State Park or Elephant Butte, whatever. And I thought, well, let's go try the Petroglyph site for a while, just a couple of days. And for me, that's the way I do in RVing. I was surprised I stayed at Oliver Lee as long as I did. I think I stayed there one stretch 8 days. That's a long stretch for me. Straight ahead on the left is the campground. You might barely be able to see it now. Probably not. I don't have the camera zoomed at all. And the reason I don't, I've mentioned several times, is because when you zoom the camera, if it shakes at all, then it's magnified times 10. And this road is certainly not a smooth road. It's not bad. I mean, it's not going to beat your equipment to death, but it's not very smooth. But I called ahead, and they said both of the sites with water and electric were available, and I thought, well, let's head on over there and maybe we'll get one. We'll see in just a few minutes here. I'm driving 30. I know it looks faster on the video, but I'm cruising along here at 30. Actually, those are the mountains. That's the area where Cloudcroft, New Mexico is, straight ahead. I think it's maybe off to the right a little bit. I'm not sure, but it's in that area. Clouds are hanging on the mountaintops, but looks nice. And if you could smell the fragrance, that I want to call it creosote. They call it something else out here, but whenever it's damp, there's a certain odor in the desert, certain fragrance, and I find it very refreshing. There's two sites for the petroglyphs, to see the petroglyphs. There's one off to the left where you kind of walk up on this little mountaintop, and they're all around there. And then there's a one off to the right of the road where there was a little community. Some of the old buildings are still there, such as they are. They were adobe, and they're pretty much gone away. They have restored some of them to what they were years ago. This is called Three Rivers Petroglyph Site. It's run by the Bureau of Land Management. It is what they call an improved campground because they do have water and electric, and they also have a couple of covers that you can get under and have you a picnic and so forth. And they have a camp host or a park host. And they have a visitor center. There's one car coming way behind me, but I think I'll make my turn before he gets too much closer, or she or it. Whenever you're on Highway 4, if you want to come to the Petroglyph site, when you're about 10 or 15 miles out, somebody's got one of the sites, believe it or not. It looks like they may have both. Isn't that amazing? I just called 30 minutes ago. Isn't that amazing? Hardy har har. Well, it looks like they've got one for sure. I can't see the other one. Here we turn left into the Three Rivers Petroglyph site. And we got to go in and turn around to get this other campsite, which we're going to do. Yeah, and that'll work out fine because that will put my view the other way and I won't be looking at that RV that's parked there. That is the visitor center straight ahead. They have restrooms. I don't think they have showers. They may have, but don't recall. I've never used them, let me say that. Okay. They actually have 3 of them, and that one says RVs only. Well, that's what I want. I'm an RV. Oh, this is the host? Oh, no, that's this guy. I've got to back up. Okay. Okay. Oops, I got to back up some more. Okay, let's see if we can pull up here now. RVs only. Okay. That's what we want. Okay guys, I'm going to end the video now, but this is going to be my campsite right here. And so anyway, thumbs up guys. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime you want. And keep your health. I don't know what this guy wants. See what he wants. Could I help you?
I watch your channel once in a while. The wind drive you out from over there?
Yep.
It did me, that gun.
Yep.
I can't do that
anyway,
again.
I'm doing a video. Let me finish it. Anyway, yeah, what's your name?
Dave Turner.
Dave watches the channel. But anyway, let me end the video. Anyway, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link. Drink plenty of water. Stretch, walk, stand, guard the door of your mind. Adios, amigos. Enjoy your life. Bye-bye.